Rock Ridge Wolverine hockey is on Access 12 TV and in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center in beautiful, scenic Virginia, Minnesota. Tonight, the Wolverines take on the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. And here come the Wolverines out onto the ice. It's girls high school hockey on the Iron Range with these two Section 7A rivals. Rock Ridge is 7-8, 0-2 in games against Section 7A teams. Marshall is 9-4-1, 4-0 in games against Section 7A teams. Rock Ridge is an independent team. Is that a conference, the independents? 9 of them, they're independents, but grouped together, I guess, independently together. That's what they are, independently together. Marshall is in the Lake Superior Conference with Proctor, Hermantown, Grand Rapids, Greenway, Duluth, Pocahontas, Carlton, and Hibbing, Chisholm. And so here we are in the new Iron Trail Motors Event Center for Rock Ridge hockey, and there's John Kempinen.
Arena at Iron Trail Motors Event Center for tonight's girls game between the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers and your hometown Rock Ridge Wolverines. Now let's meet the starters, the visitors, the Hilltoppers of Duluth Marshall. In goal, number 1, Ray Anderson. At defense, number 2, Vian McCullough. At defense, number 21, Sarah Stauber. And at wing, number 7, Nina Thorson. And at wing, number 9, Haley Cummings. And at center, number 19, Ilsa Lindemann. You're assisted by Mr. Shauna Davison, and your head coach is Miss Kelly Hoff. I want to congratulate Miss Kelly Hoff for being selected to the Winter World University game in Lake Placid, New York with Team USA. Congratulations, Kelly. Before we start, tonight the Rock Ridge Girls Varsity would like to recognize 6 of the future players for the 10U Rock Ridge Youth Program. I will introduce the lineups for the varsity, then along with assistants girls. In goal, number 1, Nola Kiwakowski. Along with number 1, Sophie Starkovich. At defense, number 10, Bibi Bakaraki. Along with number 31, Holly Hadrava. At defense, number 20, Sylvia Schock. Along with number 22, Emma Surlock. At wing, number 18, Haley Hussman. Along with number 12, Abby Burpin. Number 25, Elena Hussman. Along with number 17, Ada Scott. And at center, number 11, Gabby Hutar. Along with number 3, Mila Ralston. Your head coach is Miss Patty Ellsmore, assisted by Miss Cassie Strand and Mr. Jeff Ralston. Now at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Rock Ridge Wolverine girls hockey. Tonight they take on the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. The Wolverines are 7-8. The Hilltoppers are 9-4-1. The Wolverines snapped a 2-game losing streak with a 4-3 victory over Litchfield Dassel Cokato on December 27th. That's a game in which 2 goals in 6 seconds brought Rock Ridge from a 1-goal deficit to a 1-goal lead and the win. Rock Ridge is now 7-8. The Hilltoppers have won 6 in a row. On Tuesday, they beat Cloquet-Esco Carleton 1-0. Starting for the Wolverines tonight on defense, number 10, Amelia Babaraki, and number 20, Sylvia Schock. Right wing is 18, Haley Huseman. 25, Elena Hussman is the left wing, and the center is number 11, Gabby Hutar. The goalie tonight is number 1, Nola Kwakowski. She's 7-8 with a 3.77 goals against, .890, 89% save percentage.
The referees are Mr. Todd Skya, along with Mr. Jason Strukel. Your lines is Miss Jarrett Sarah.
For the Hilltoppers, the center is number 19, a junior, Ilsa Lindemann. She has 20 goals and 13 assists. She's the leading scorer for the Hilltoppers. Leading scorer for the Wolverines is sophomore forward Natalie Bergman, 18 goals and 9 assists. She'll be on the second line tonight with Troutwine and Scott. Here we are underway across the Iron Trail Motors logo. The pass comes out to Cummins, who sends it in, and the Hilltoppers make a change right away. Kwakowski is the goaltender again for the Wolverines. Puck slid towards her. Babaraki cleared that away. A slap shot. You don't see many slap shots. I've been reading there where the slap shot's almost a thing of the past in the 70s and the 80s, but kind of saw one there on the far side. The Hilltoppers controlling the puck across the Coca-Cola logo. This is Mark. Bangs it off the end boards, and Wolverines will try to track it down, and they do, flipping it all the way down ice are the Rock Ridge Wolverines, who make a change as the whistle blows on the icing, and now the puck will come down into the Wolverine end for a face-off. The line here is Bergman on a wing, and along with Scott on a wing, and Troutwine will be the center on this line. No, it looks like, well, Bergman's going to take the face-off on this. Face-off just to the right of Nola Kwakowski. Hilltoppers 9-4-1. They played Tuesday. The Wolverine, they won over Cloquet-Esco Carleton. The Wolverines haven't played since a week and 2 days ago. Puck brought back into her own zone. Avery Leon, and now Mark slides the puck down into the Wolverine end, where it's picked up by Bergman, the leading scorer for the Wolverines. She has 18 goals and 9 assists, has points and goals in 6 straight games, does Natalie Bergman. Up to the blue line. Hilltoppers are able to keep the puck in. Johnson, though, clears it out to neutral ice. Both number 6s on the respective teams are Johnson, Aubrey for Duluth Marshall, and Katie for Rock Ridge. How about that? Well, Johnson's a common name, 6 is a common number. The odds are pretty good that would happen. Swan is out there now on defense for the Wolverines. The whistle blows, and a face-off is coming up. Puck went up into the stands. Somebody has a souvenir with this late arriving crowd in the beautiful new Iron Trail Motors Event Center. New? Can we call it new? Well, it's a year and 3 months old, still relatively new in the whole scheme of things, right? They opened this building with Night Ranger performing right on that end of the ice that you see right now. Night Ranger and Starship blew the roof off it in September 2021. They put the roof back on, and it's a nice place to play and watch hockey and do many other things. We'll talk about what else is offered here at the new arena as the game goes on. Swan finds the puck in the corner. It's picked up, though, by Smith for Duluth Marshall. Along the goal line extended and then back behind the goal. Looking out in front, the Wolverines are able to clear that away. That was Seppi sending it off to the far side. Getting a stick on the puck is Bachand. Bachand, French sounding. Seppi takes it for the Wolverines behind her own goal up to Coley Otto. Collides with a Hilltopper, and the Hilltoppers from atop the right circle. A shot goes wide off the end boards. One shot on goal for the Hilltoppers, none for the Wolverines. Most of the action has been on that end of the ice so far. The Hilltoppers putting pressure on, not so much in the way of shots, but in the way of pressure. There's a shot taken and a save made by Kwiatkowski. Shot that time, I think it was number 24, a Betcher, who recently had a hat trick. I think it was against Hibbing Chisholm. Betcher had a hat trick. The leading scorer for Duluth Marshall, Lindemann, had 5 goals in a game recently. Five goals versus Hibbing. Betcher's hat trick came against North Shore. So there's some high-scoring players. Not many of them. I think there are only 13 on the roster today. A couple of scratches on the already short roster. Leon tracks down the puck for the Hilltoppers in her own zone. Sylvia Schocks, number 20 for the Wolverines. But here comes Betcher sending it down ice for the Hilltoppers, and a whistle blows, and a face-off is coming up. Both teams make a change out onto the ice. Again, it's going to be Scott and Troutwine and Bergman. Johnson and Koskela on D, with the face-off to the right of Ray Anderson, the Hilltopper goaltender, who is 8-3-1, 1.71 goals against, .935, 93.5 save percentage for Ray Anderson, the Hilltoppers goalie. Here come the Wolverines, into the circle, skating in, and a shot just goes wide. And the puck slides back down to the Wolverine blue line. Mamie Scott, high scoring Mamie Scott, just an 8th grader. She's got 8 goals and 13 assists, had her first hat trick of her very young career. A lot of games to be played, but she'll have more hat tricks, but that came against Detroit Lakes just a couple of weeks ago. Hilltopper tripped on the puck and sliding down into the Hilltopper end. Stauber chases it down, the starting defenseman, one of the starting defensemen for the Hilltoppers. Slides past the Greens on 14th mini golf sign across the way there. Opening day just 121 days from today. Puck behind the Hilltopper goal. Ayla Troutwine on the attack, but the puck slides up the near side. Swan sends it into the zone. There it's picked up by Coliato. Swan keeps it in. Now it's taken away by one of the Hilltoppers. A battle for the puck, and skating down is Stauber down the right wing. In a battle with Koskela, centering pass, and Kwiatkowski sends the puck off to the other side. Betcher grabs the puck off into the corner. Betcher, for the Hilltoppers, has 9 goals and 5 assists off the end boards into the corner. The battle continues in the Wolverine end. There it slides past Waldron. She gets a stick on it, but not enough to clear it out of the zone. Pressure still being put on. Ilsa Lindemann was down there. Now Lindemann between the circles. Lindemann takes a shot. And it's a save made. Good catch. Nola Kwiatkowski. 0-0 with 11:28 to go in the first period in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. It's the Hilltoppers and the Wolverines. Hilltoppers have 3 shots on goal to the Wolverines' 0 so far. Off into the corner, 2 Wolverines and a Hilltopper in a battle there. Number 7 is Thorson. She's one of the top scorers, and she's right there, and she puts the puck right on to Nola Kwiatkowski, who goes down to her knees to make the save. 4 shots on goal for the Hilltoppers. Wolverines make a change now. Cross ice pass to nobody there. Scott bangs it off the far side. Bergman takes the puck. She loses it to one of the Hilltoppers, who slides it into the Wolverine end. Thorson is out in front. Now she's back behind and into the corner. Thorson picks the puck up for the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. She slides the puck over to Cummins, starting right wing. Off into the circle, blocked by traffic. Backhand swat at the puck was Scott. Sends it back out. That was Babaraki. And now Troutwine in a battle in front of the Northridge Community Credit Union sign. Ilsa Lindemann has the puck taken away from the top of the circle. A shot was blocked by traffic there. Babaraki takes a wrist shot. That hit the ankle of the Hilltoppers. It's Cummins, and Cummins skates down ice. Pass to Thorson. Thorson with a shot. Kwiatkowski with the save. The rebound goes off to the corner. Thorson was there. A Wolverine collides with a Hilltopper. Off into the corner, Betcher. Betcher sends it up towards Stauber. The defenseman sends it on. A shot taken. Kwiatkowski makes the save. Off to the far side. Hilltoppers keep it in. Shot from the blue line. Bouncing puck hits the pad of Kwiatkowski. Comes off to the half wall in the Wolverine end. Hilltoppers Betcher stops it. She brings it in off the right wall in the circle. Shot, save made. Rebound comes out. Wolverines control the puck momentarily and try to skate out. They do. Here comes Troutwine. She's tripped up on the Iron Trail Motors logo. The first penalty of the game is coming up, and the Wolverines will go on to the power play. And into the box. You can't see the number all bunched up. We'll get John Kempinen's announcement as to who's in the penalty box, but it is a power play for the Wolverines. They are 22.2% on the power play, while the Hilltoppers are 87.2% on the penalty kill. We're underway already. Koskela. Here's John Kempinen.
Fian Makala draws 2 minutes for tripping. That's Makala for tripping. The time of penalty, 7:27.
Makala for tripping. And Rock Ridge power play now. Huisman is out there. It's Hutar, Hussman, and Huisman, that line, along with Koskela and Johnson on the power play for the Wolverines. But shorthanded, here come the Hilltoppers skating in. The Hilltoppers shorthanded between the circles. A backhand shot goes wide. That was Lindemann, the leading scorer. Ilsa Lindemann has goals in 6 straight games, points in 7 straight games. Power play is on for the Wolverines, and they've got 56 seconds left in the play, in the skater advantage. Scott is out there now with Troutwine and Bergman. Bergman upended. Here come the Hilltoppers. This is Staubert. Takes a shot, blocked by the Wolverines at the blue line. Staubert sends it back into the Wolverine end, goes back behind the goal. Koskela picks it up. Koskela up the half wall to Troutwine. Troutwine will skate across the blue line, her own blue line, across the Iron Trail Motors logo. Troutwine sends it off the end boards. It's to the right of Ray Anderson, the Hilltoppers goalie. Bergman keeps the puck in. On the power play, a bouncing puck knocked away by Anderson, off into the corner. Babaraki's tracking Betcher. Betcher skates in shorthanded. Betcher's shot. Kwiatkowski with the save, and she dives upon the puck on the side of the net and stops play. 2 seconds left in the penalty on the Hilltoppers. Makala. 1 shot on goal so far in the game for the Wolverines. 9 for the Hilltoppers. 0-0 the score. 7:35 to go in the first period. Sydney Speltz now out there to take the face-off against Ilsa Lindemann. Still a power play with 2 seconds. The Speltz line is Speltz with Otto and Waldron. Both teams are at full strength now, as Makala skates from the box to the bench. Down into the corner, a centering pass. Only player there, a Hilltopper. And here comes Duluth Marshall skating back down. It's Ilsa Lindemann. Lindemann into the circle. Lindemann backhands attempt, but that's blocked by Sylvia Schock. Now Lindemann's centering pass. That goes far across to the far side. Thorson sends it up to the blue line. Here's a wrist shot. There's a shot, and it dribbles in, and it's a goal for the Hilltoppers. And it's 1-0 Duluth Marshall. A puck dribbled past Nola Kwiatkowski. I think it's Lindemann with the goal on the 11th shot of the evening. Lindemann scores for Duluth Marshall, 1-0 Hilltoppers.
Here's the Hilltopper scoring. Number 19, Ilsa Lindemann.
Her 21st goal.
Assisted by number 9, Amy Cummings. And number 28, Avery Leanne. That's Lindemann for Cummings and Leanne. And time of goal, 10:02.
Lindemann from Cummins and Leon, and it's 1-0 Hilltoppers, 10:02 the time of the goal. Now 6:24 to go in the first period. Here comes Mark. Mark across the blue line. Mark at the top of the circle sends it back to Johnson for the Wolverines. Johnson to Troutwine. Troutwine stick handling with it on the red line. Bounces it into the Hilltopper zone as her line skates off, and it's Hutar. Back out onto the ice, and here come the Hilltoppers, a shot and a goal. Skating pass, nice stick work by Ilsa Lindemann. She takes it, fakes left, goes right, and puts it past Nola Kwiatkowski. 2-0 Hilltoppers lead. Lindemann's second goal of the night, and her 22nd of the season. Might be unassisted. We'll hear what John Kempinen has to say about that. 5:57 to go. Time of the goal, 11:03.
Here's the Hilltopper scoring. Number 19, Ilsa Lindemann. Assisted by number 10, Gigi Smith. And number 2, Fianne McCullough. That's Lindemann from Smith and McCullough.
And here's Lindemann again. A backhand shot off the end boards. 2-0 Hilltoppers lead. Kwiatkowski covers up and holds on. The face-off's coming up. So Lindemann with 2 goals, her 21st and 22nd of the season. Smith and Makala with the assists on that second one there. Out on the ice for the Wolverines. Troutwine, Scott, and Bergman line is out there. Sylvia Schock and Babaraki on defense. Pass cross ice from far side to near side to Troutwine. Here's Bergman skating in. Bergman's shot blocked by Leon. Goes off into the corner. Battle for it on the far side. Kept in the zone by Scott. Scott at the top of the circle. Scott stick handling. Shot save made by Ray Anderson. And Lindemann skates back out onto the ice with Danica Mark and Fianne McCullough back out there. McCullough just assisted on that second goal of the evening. 5:06 to go in the first period now in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Some people enjoying the walking track. I think officially the walking track closed during hockey games, but I think if you're here as a spectator, you can use it. It's a great new feature, this walking track in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Have you been here? It's free. Use it 6 till 10 any night of any week, of any month, of any year. It's a wonderful deal. Here comes Scott over to Bergman. That's broken up. Troutwine nearly got a stick on it, and here come the Hilltoppers. It's a 3-on-2, make it a 4-on-2 now, and here's Ilsa Lindemann, top of the circle. Shot, save made by Kwiatkowski. Lindemann gets it back, off into the corner. She's going to skate with it out in front. Lindemann turns around, shoots it wide off the other side of the net and the other end board, and now here's a shot point blank, and Kwiatkowski makes the save there. Wolverines collect themselves and come back down the ice. Here is Scott, Mamie Scott, the 8th grader. That shot blocked. Back up to the blue line. It comes to a neutral ice. Hilltoppers slide the puck back out past Koskela and past the official and into the Wolverine end as the Hilltoppers skate off and make a change. 4 minutes to go in the first period in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. 2 Section 7A rivals. The Wolverines are 7-8. They won the last game they played, and that snapped a 2-game losing streak. Here come the Wolverines. Sydney Speltz had it, taken off her stick by Leon. Speltz chases down Betcher. Betcher slides the puck over to Bashan skates into the zone, tries to get past Johnson. Johnson and Otto are there to take the puck away from Bashan, but Bashan slides it over to the far side, picked up by Waldron. Waldron skates out of her zone. Down the right wing she comes. Otto grabs the pass. Otto down the left wing. Poliato in the circle, sends it off to the far corner, off the T-Mobile sign. See Todd Krybeck. And here comes the puck back down into the Wolverine end. Swan is in there on defense, and the puck is stolen away by Ilsa Lindemann. Swan breaks that up. Lindemann gets it back. Lindemann still has it. She takes a shot, and she hits the crossbar. Lindemann fighting her way down past 3 Wolverines, and then hits the crossbar. The score, 2-0. Ilsa Lindemann has both goals, nearly had a hat trick in the first period right there. Here come the Hilltoppers, pass to Thorson. Thorson over to Cummins, and that's a save made by Kwiatkowski. Puck slides back out to neutral ice, sent in by Stauber. Stauber's pass intercepted by Swan. Swan sends it out to neutral ice. A battle for it there, and Mamie Scott sends the puck into the Hilltopper end, chased down by Stauber. Stauber off the Poe hockey sign on the end boards, and it slides up to the Greens on 14th side. Mini golf opens in 121 days. Hilltoppers, with 2:13 to go in the first period, skate out of their own zone and across the red line and the blue line. Here comes Betcher, and there's Kwiatkowski to cover up and force a face-off. Betcher skating in. She's had a hat trick this year against North Shore. She has 9 goals and 5 assists. Ray Anderson's the goalie, 8-3-1. Chloe Clark is a junior goalie. Ray Anderson's a sophomore. She's played most of the time. Kwiatkowski has played every game for the Wolverines. She's 7-8 this season, as the Wolverines try to bring it to 500 tonight. They trail 2-0 with 1:53 to go in the first period in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. This is Mark. Mark to Leon. Puck taken away from Leon by Hussman. Hussman skates down the left wing. Leon retreats and picks the puck right back from Hussman, and she sends it up to the blue line. Here comes Mark. Mark tries to get a pass over to a teammate. That didn't connect, and off the end boards, the puck slides up into the corner. Battle for it there in the Wolverine end. Back behind the goal, searching for a teammate, is Johnson for the Hilltoppers. She's number 6. 6 for the Wolverines is also Johnson. Odd that, isn't it? This is Seppi. Madeline Seppi's a freshman defenseman for the Wolverines, but her puck stopped at the blue line. Back out to neutral ice. Stauber had it. Stauber, though, loses it, but Smith picks it up.
1 minute.
Smith loses it to a Wolverine who sends it in. 1 minute to go in the first period. 2-0 Hilltoppers. A whistle blows. Play stops with 55.8 seconds to go in the first period in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Yeah, officially the walking track is closed, but if you're watching the game, you want to walk, go ahead. It's great. But on any given day or evening, the walking track is a great place to walk and run. It's well used. The fitness rooms are now open too. Here is off the penalty. It's a power play for the Wolverines at 16:05, so with 55 seconds to go, a penalty against the Hilltoppers. Now 34 seconds left in the first period, and the second power play of the evening for the Wolverines. Didn't get much done on the first, so there's 0 for 1, but see what happens here. 22.2% on the season on the power play as they enter this game, but shorthanded. Here come the Hilltoppers. Skating in is Mark, pass to Thorson, that didn't connect. And the Wolverines power play, getting it going. Scott and Troutwine and Bergman are out there. Now Sydney Speltz comes off the bench, and she skates into the fray as a shot made and a save made at the buzzer. 2-0 the score. Hilltoppers lead after 1 period of play. There were 2 penalties in that first period, both on the Hilltoppers. Ray Anderson made 2 saves. Nola Kwiatkowski made 17 saves for the Wolverines. 2 goals in that first period, both by the Hilltoppers, both by Ilsa Lindemann, her 21st and 22nd of the season. First one at 10:02 with assists from Cummins and Leon, and the second goal at 11:03. Lindemann from Smith and Makala. 2-0 the score after one period of play. Quick first period, it seemed, in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Pretty good crowd, late arriving. They're all, looks like some are actually going to use this time between periods to enjoy the walking track and look around. A lot of these people from Duluth may have not have been in the new arena yet. They look impressed, as they should be. Concession stands are open too. That's where we're going to head. And we hope you grab a nice refreshment as Casey is on the Zamboni. And between periods, we're enjoying the atmosphere in Virginia's newest entertainment complex, the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. It's 2-0 Hilltoppers. We'll be back when the second period begins. Thanks for tuning in on Access 12 TV. In the Iron Trail Motors Event Center in beautiful scenic Virginia, Minnesota, we're about set for the second period of play. It's Rock Ridge Wolverine hockey on Access 12 TV. Thanks for tuning us in tonight. The Wolverines and the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. The Hilltoppers lead 2-0 after one. Ilsa Lindemann with 2 goals for the Hilltoppers, her 21st and 22nd of the season. Hilltoppers 9-4-1 entering this game. The Wolverines 7-8. They snapped a 2-game losing streak with a win 9 days ago, and they hope to get back to 500 today at 7-8 now. The Hilltoppers outshot the Wolverines 19-2 in that first period. Nola Kwiatkowski with 17 saves for the Wolverines. Callie Hoff is the head coach of the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. She graduated from Hermantown High School, played for Proctor Hermantown, graduated from the University of Wisconsin River Falls last May. She is River Falls' all-time scoring leader, 197 points in 120 games. This is the head coach of the Hilltoppers. She's a 2-time All-American, Wisconsin Intercollegiate Athletic Conference Player of the Year, Division III National Scoring Leader last season, named the Laura Hurd Player of the Year, NCAA Division III Top Women's Hockey Player, and she's been selected to compete for Team USA in the 2023 FISU Winter World University Games. How about that? She's going to be wearing the red, white, and blue for Team USA in Lake Placid starting next week, January 11th through the 21st. Team USA women play Japan on January 11th. So Callie Hoff, quite the player herself, and apparently a pretty good coach here for the Hilltoppers. We were talking before the game. She said, yeah, proud to be wearing the red, white, and blue for Team USA in a week in Lake Placid. So that's great stuff. Patty Ellsmore is the head coach of the Rock Ridge Wolverines. She played for UMD national championship teams as a goalie. Played for the Swiss national teams, the 2006 Olympics on the Swiss team. So we've got some coaches here who have done something. It was quite the resumes, don't we, in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, where the fitness center is open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Members skating is open 5 days a week in the mornings. The walking track is open 7 days a week, 6 till 10, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. This week closed officially during hockey, but you can walk around if you're watching the game. Why not? Why not? Hey, secure an event here at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center in the Convention Center area in January. If you secure an event this month, you can get the dance floor for free. That's a $400 value. Wouldn't you love to have a dance floor for your event that you have at the at the Iron Trail Motors Event Center? Why not? Let's get the dance floor out. Let's get going. We are underway with the second period of play in the newest entertainment complex on the range, the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. The second newest has a sign on the dasher boards, greens on 14th mini golf, 121 days till opening day there. We've got play down in the Wolverine end. Most of the action in the first period was in the Wolverine end. On the south end, here the goalie Nola Kwiatkowski is defending the goal on the north end of the arena. And we've got Mamie Scott banging the puck off the side walls, loses her stick, picks it up. The Hilltoppers are going to skate out of the zone. This is Makala. She has an assist. The puck would it go out of play. Whistle blows, and a face-off is coming up. Lindemann scored at 10:02 of the first period, her 21st goal of the season. Assists by Cummins and Leon, and then at 11:03, Lindemann again, her 22nd goal of the season. Smith and Makala with the assists there. For the Wolverines, 18, you see her right there. That is Haley Huseman, freshman forward. So this is the Hutar line, Hutar, Huseman, and Hussman. And there's Huseman with a shot and a save made. And both teams at full strength as that second period was started on the power play. The Wolverines are 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. 22.2% on the power play coming into this game. Face off to the left of Ray Anderson, the Hilltoppers goalie. She's 8-3-1, a 1.71 goals against, 93.5 save percentage this season. The puck slid off the back of the goal, and now the Wolverines try to bang it back into the zone, to battle for it at neutral ice. This is Hussman skating, number 25, at the top of the circle. She slides it to the near side. And it's ringed around. Cummins, it's number 9 for the Hilltoppers, and here come the Hilltoppers, but that's broken up by Seppi. Nice play. Wolverines, Hussman has it off the skate of one of the Hilltoppers and sent into the Hilltopper end. The Wolverines skate off and make a change. This is the Troutwine line. Troutwine with Bergman and Scott, and on defense, Swan and Seppi, I believe. Yep, number 2 Seppi and number 23 Swan are defensive mates. Face off in the Hilltopper end here in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. There's a whole convention center off to the south end here where there's a lot going on. Lots of meeting rooms and convention rooms. You can rent yourself a room and have yourself a good old time. And like we say, rent a space this month in January. You get the dance floor. You get the dance floor for free. $400 value. There's a centering pass, but it's broken up by Mark. Here comes Mark. It's a 3-on-1 for the Hilltoppers. Mark with Betcher and Johnson. Mark has it broken up, and off the end boards it goes. Seppi with a nice play again on defense for the Wolverines. Here comes Makala, a wrist shot. Save made by Kwiatkowski. Stauber sends it towards the goaltender, but that's blocked by Troutwine in the circle. Troutwine bangs it off the mini golf sign. Here come the Wolverines. Bergman across the logo. Bergman across the blue line. Puts a good move on. Bergman loses the puck off the end boards. Betcher with a nice play for the Hilltoppers. Centering pass, and Mark takes it. It's Mark and Johnson. Mark off to the right side. Johnson to her left. And Mark loses it, picks it up, slides a puck towards the goaltender, and Kwiatkowski makes a save. No, it's Ilse Lindemann stopping it on the half wall. Bergman, the other 19. The two 19s are the top scorers for their respective teams. Bergman for the Wolverines and Lindemann for the Hilltoppers. Here's Koskela sending the puck into the Hilltopper end. Chases it down, backs up as now she backs up to neutral ice, and the Wolverines make a change. This is Sydney Speltz out there now. She's got Waldron and Otto on her wings. Puck goes back into the Wolverine end, and Thorson tracks it down, but a whistle blows, and a face-off coming up in the Duluth Marshall Hilltopper zone. 13:36 to go in the second period. It's 2-0. Hilltoppers lead the Wolverines. Rockridge wrestling team is at the Proctor Sports Complex for a meet tonight. They traveled to Superior on Saturday, then to Ashland on the 14th.
We'd like to thank some of this season's top sponsors. These are just a few sponsors that helped us with extra out-of-pocket costs. Tricon, Genwaukee Auto Plaza, Lake Reliant Households, Boomtown, Up North Realty, and mostly importantly, we want to thank our family, friends, and fans for your continued support. Without the support, our season will not be possible. Again, we thank you.
Cummins skates in. Save made by Kwiatkowski on the rebound. A shot. Kwiatkowski makes another save. Speltz is there to try to clear. There's another shot. That by Ilse Lindemann. Save made by Kwiatkowski. That one hits traffic, but it's picked up. Lindemann sends it centering pass and a shot in the goal by the Hilltoppers. Lindemann sent it off the half wall, and the puck put past Kwiatkowski. It's 3-0. Duluth Marshall leads. Thorson scoring for the Hilltoppers. That's her 12th goal of the season. Make that Cummins scoring. Well, Thorson or Cummins. We'll find out with John Keppinen. As I was listening to Keppinen thanking the sponsors, we saw that action, and right after he got done thanking Ken Washke Auto Plaza and Tricon and others, Hilltoppers score. Let's find out.
Number 7, Nina Thorson.
It is Thorson. We got one right, everybody.
Number 19, Ilse Lindemann. That's Thorson from Lindemann. Time of goal, 4:07.
So it was Thorson and her 12th goal of the season from Lindemann, who sent it off the half wall right onto the stick of Thorson. Thorson put it past Kwiatkowski. It's 3-0 Hilltoppers. 25 shots on goal for Duluth Marshall, 3 for Rock Ridge. Betcher took a shot. That went wide. Now Kwiatkowski gathers in the puck, covers up, and forces a face-off. Lindemann has 3 points tonight, 2 goals and an assist. Yeah, John Keppinen was making the announcement that the girls hockey team thanks their sponsors to helping them out through this season. Lake Vermilion Houseboats, I believe it was, Ken Washke Auto Plaza, Tricon, Boomtown, Zup North Realty, and he thanked family and friends and you for tuning in and coming to some of the games and just cheering on the team each and every day and every night that they're playing. Hanging in there on this one against a good Duluth Hilltopper, Marshall Hilltopper team. Here's Lindemann trying for a hat trick. She skates in and stick handling as she's turned away by Kwiatkowski, but the puck stays in with Stauber off the half wall. A bouncing puck goes past some players off into the corner. There's a shot and a catch made by Kwiatkowski on the slap shot by Fionn Makala. Could be up to 30 shots on goal now for the Hilltoppers, and Kwiatkowski keeping the team in there again tonight. Trotwine on the faceoff. Scott and Bergman off to her sides. Off on the wings. The Hilltoppers mark. Watches the puck slide out. Here comes Troutwine. She's turned away, and the Hilltoppers come back the other way. This is Betcher skating in. Betcher to the top of the circle. Pushed off the play by Koskela. A nice play, but Betcher continues with the puck. Stick handling past a couple of Wolverines. This is kept in the zone. Now it's taken away. And here come the Wolverines skating down ice. Broken up. Troutwine couldn't get to the puck. And the Hilltoppers take over. Johnson now. Johnson on the half wall in her own zone. Koskela watches it slide by, but Johnson picks it up for the Wolverines. The two number 6s are both named Johnson for their respective teams. Puck's off the end boards behind the Hilltopper goalie Ray Anderson. 11 minutes to play in the second period. It's 3-0 Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. They're in the Lake Superior Conference, while the Wolverines are an independent team. Skelton now is number 8 off the end boards. She watches the puck go off into the corner. Sydney Speltz gets it to Otto. Otto skates into the circle, picked away by Betcher. Betcher makes a pass over to Cummins. Cummins skates down the right wing, pushed into the boards by Sylvia Schock, and the Wolverines take the puck away. Off into the corner and into the circle. Here's a shot and a goal! It goes past Kwiatkowski. Point blank range for the Hilltoppers, and they put it past Kwiatkowski. It's 4-0. Hilltoppers scoring. It's Lindemann with a hat trick on the 29th shot on goal. Lindemann scores again, her 23rd goal of the season. 4-0 Marshall Hilltoppers.
scoring. Number 19, Ilsa Lindemann. Assisted by number 9, Haley Cummings. And number 7, Ina Thorson. As Lindemann.
Here comes Koskela, though, down across the blue line. That's taken away by Thorson.
That is a hat trick for Ilsa
Scott pestered there, continuing to be pestered by Lindemann. Now Scott shows Lindemann a thing or two, pushes her down to the ice, and Koskela takes the puck down the right wing. Koskela into the circle, down off into the corner. As Troutwine had it momentarily, Makala bangs it off the end board. Stauber's there for the Hilltoppers. She's met by one of the Wolverines, and Troutwine joins the fray off the end boards behind Ray Anderson. The Hilltoppers escape the zone. Here comes Thorson. Thorson from the red line sends it off the Kwiatkowski goalie stick, and the Hilltoppers make a change. Betcher is out there among others, and here come the Wolverines skating in. Scott to the circle, stick handling, back to Troutwine, shot goes high off the glass. Gabby Hutar's in there as the Wolverines were attempting to make a change. They do. Hussman and Hussman will be out there. Hutar right onto the pad of Ray Anderson, who covers up and holds on. The face-off coming up. 9:02 to go in the second period, 4-0 Hilltoppers. Rockridge boys hockey team is 5-4-1. They beat Cambridge Isani 5-2 last Friday. They play Minneapolis here tomorrow night in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Smith has an assist, sent the puck up to Betcher. Betcher chases it down into the corner in front of the Po Hockey sign. The battle continues. The Hilltoppers mark now between the circles. Shot goes high off the glass. Seppi has it for the Wolverines. Seppi looking for an outlet pass. She finds Babaraki. I think that's Babaraki. No, it's Hussman, number 18, not 10. And Gabby Hutar's line is out there. Hutar with Hussman and Hussman. Some of the jerseys get bunched up, and I'm going, well, who's this? And now who's this? There's a shot by Otto, or Scott, who just back out on to the ice. Save made by Anderson, who's still down, looking for the puck in the blue paint. The battle continues, poking away at it. Anderson falls upon the puck, and the whistle blows. Well, I think it was in the midst of a line change where Scott came back out onto the ice. There was a shot taken, a rebound, a muddled mess in the blue paint, but Ray Anderson stopped the play, and now the face-off is off to her left. Here's Babaraki, top of the circle, bangs it off the sideboards for Scott. She stops it in the corner. Troutwine stick handling, back down to Mamie Scott. Scott, the 8th grader. Now Bergman has it pried away by the other 19, Ilsa Lindemann. Bergman takes it back away, but offside. Natalie Bergman tied for 15th in the state in goals scored, 18 goals. Ilsa Lindemann of the Hilltoppers is tied for 10th, at least coming into the game. She had 20, now she has 23. Riley Bartz of Warroad leads the state in points, 33 goals, 22 assists, 55 points for the Warroad. And that's a pretty good Warroad team. They're ranked number 1 in the state in Class A. Here we've got some Section 7A rivals. Mamie Scott's on the Wolverines, and there's Stauber for the Hilltoppers. Sends it off to, I think that's 24, Betcher. Yeah, her jersey gets bunched up quite a bit. I should track her by the ponytail. Memorize that ponytail, everybody. And that's Betcher, number 24, with the ponytail. She's not the only one with the ponytail. Here's Schock. Schock stops it at the blue line. Sends it down the half wall, but it's blocked by a Hilltopper. Wolverines keep it in, and now they're going to chase it down. Johnson in a race with Betcher. Johnson, Betcher. Betcher takes it away into the circle. Betcher has it pried away by Sylvia Schock. And back up as the Hilltoppers make a change. Onto the ice, the Thorson line. Thorson with Cummins. And here comes Bergman. Bergman back behind, then tries to take it from the other side. That's stopped by traffic, and here's Thorson. Puck taken away by Koskela. Koskela from the circle, a shot. Rebound comes out. Bergman was there, or was it Hussman? Got to get that number right, too. No, it's Bergman, number 19. And Scott's back out there. And the puck slides back down into the Wolverine end with 6:11 to go in the second period. A whistle blows. Face-off coming up in the Hilltopper end. Yes, you wanted a muddled-up play-by-play broadcast? Well, you got it on Access 12 TV on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. I advertised that we're going to be here, and if you wanted to have a shout-out for you or your business, just leave that information in the comments. We had absolutely nobody comment, but at least not about that. Of course, our friend Tammy commented. I was hoping she'd join us here for the broadcast. But down the right wing, Sydney Speltz takes the puck away at the red line, and she's battling there. Can't even see her behind Betcher, but there she is. And now it's taken away by the Hilltoppers. Skating in Thorson. Thorson between the circles. Thorson backhand. Stopped, and then she falls over Nola Kwiatkowski. A penalty is coming up. Thorson is going into the box. Third penalty of the night. All of them on the Duluth Marshall Hilltop, I believe. Did I see that right? Did I see that correctly? Yes, I believe I did. I believe I did. So it's a power play, yes, for the Rockridge Wolverines. 0 for 2 on the power play tonight. Here's John Kempinen. Checking into the goaltender. Koskela with a shot. Anderson with a save. And the Hilltoppers shorthanded come back the other way, right to left as you see it on Access 12 TV. Troutwine takes the puck right away from Stauber. And the Wolverines on the power play have Johnson and Koskela, Scott, Bergman, and Troutwine. This is Johnson. And there's Bergman. Couldn't control the puck, and Makela sends it into the Wolverine end. 1:16 to go in the skater advantage for the Wolverines. 4:53 to go in the second period. 4-0 Hilltoppers lead. 31 shots on goal for Duluth Marshall to 9 for Rockridge. Is a bouncing shot by the Hilltoppers. Save made by Nola Kwiatkowski. That was Leon, and Leon clears it back out from center ice, back down into the Wolverine end. Lindemann back out onto the ice for the Hilltoppers on the penalty kill, along with Cummins and Makela and Leon. And here come the Wolverines. Scott is there with Troutwine and Bergman on the power play, but the Hilltoppers control it in their own zone and are able to skate out across the blue line. Lindemann tripped up at the blue line, and the first penalty against the Wolverines is coming up. That negates this power play, and into the box goes Koskela. So it'll be 4-on-4 for a moment. Hutar, Hussman, Hussman. Are 3 of the 4 for the Wolverines. Skating in, Lindemann, shot, goal. Four on 4. Lindemann scores her 4th goal of the night. Lindemann has 2 goals in each of the 2 periods so far. Her 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th of the season. As John Kempinen was announcing the penalty, here comes Betcher. Betcher, that's broken up, but Betcher continues in, sliding the puck towards goal. Kwiatkowski, who covers up and makes the save. Unassisted. At 12:55, Lindemann scored that one. And that was a 4-on-4. 15 seconds left on the penalty on the Hilltoppers. Thorson. And then they will have, the Hilltoppers will have a power play for a minute 28 or so. That's quick math I did, subtraction with numbers higher than 7 or 8. They're difficult for me. Here's a shot by Cummins. She falls down, hits the pipe, and the Hilltoppers are at full strength. They're on the power play now. They are surprisingly only 11.1% on the power play this season. Here's a shot. That might have hit the pipe. It's loose out in front. Here's a shot by Betcher. That went off the end boards. No, that was Leon. And there's a battle for the puck, and the Wolverines will control and cross the blue line and the red line. Here come the Wolverines. Mamie Scott. Mamie Scott, shorthanded, centering pass. No one there but Hilltoppers, as they are on the power play. And the penalty kill for the Wolverines. Skating in and losing the puck behind the goal. Skating off is Mark. She skates off in favor of Cummins. And the power play is on for the Hilltoppers as the Wolverines clear. 36 seconds to go in the skater advantage for the Hilltoppers. 2:45 to go in the second period. It's 5-0. Hilltoppers lead the Wolverines. There's a whistle and a face-off's coming up. The Rock Ridge girls basketball team is 8-4. They beat Hibbing 71-52 on Tuesday. They're playing right now a home game in the Evelyn Gilbert Gym against Superior. How's that game going? Anybody? Anybody know? Anybody? Monday, the girls basketball team plays at Northwoods. Then Tuesday, they're back home against Duluth East. This girls hockey team, Rock Ridge, plays Saturday against Chisago Lakes. It's a makeup game. There was a snowstorm in the Twin Cities a couple of weeks ago. Chisago Lakes decided, no, we're not driving through that, so they didn't. But it's going to be just fine on Saturday. And they'll take on the Wolverines here Saturday. It's a 5 o'clock face-off for that one. Here's Cummins into the circle, looking back for Lindemann. Both teams are at full strength. It was a 4-on-4 goal. The Hilltoppers are 0 for 1 on the power play. Surprisingly, just 11% on the power play this season. They seem like a more high-powered team than that, but apparently not yet on the power play. The Wolverines' Huseman sends it to center ice, stopped by Makala there. And here comes Lindemann. Will she go for 5 goals? She had 5 goals in a game not so long ago. Had 5 goals against Hibbing. She had a hat trick recently against Marshall. Marshall from Western Minnesota, that Marshall. And she's got 24 goals on the season now, along with her 14 now assists. Face off just outside the Wolverine blue line with Ozzy Osbourne on the loudspeaker. In this arena, Night Ranger and Starship opened the show back in September of 2021, and it's been a fabulous arena ever since. You see, they have the Wolverine, most of the Wolverine hockey games here. Some of them still in the historic Evelyn Hippodrome, where the boys played most of their home games in December. They'll be back here in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center tomorrow night, and through January, the boys and the girls will be for the most part. The Niski tournament is here this weekend too. That's always a good one. The Hilltoppers putting some pressure on from the blue line. A shot stopped by the Wolverines. The traffic trying to bring the puck out now are the Wolverines. That was Hussman, but it's broken up. Koskela sends it to center ice. 1 minute left in the second period. 5-0 Hilltoppers with the lead. The puck slides past the Greens on 14th mini golf sign. 121 days until opening day at Greens on 14th. The puck slides up to the Iron Trail Motors logo at center ice here. Here's Hussman stealing a pass. And Huseman sends it into the Hilltopper end as the Wolverines make a change. It's the Speltz line with Waldron and Otto. But here comes Thorson. Thorson skating between 3 Wolverines, takes a shot, turned away. Turned away by the Wolverine goaltender. And here come the Hilltoppers again. Lindemann with another shot and a goal!
Why were you cheering?
5 goals for Lindemann. Did Lindemann get it? Did she score it, or was it tipped in by a teammate? We'll get the official announcement from John Kempinen. Going to mark down Lindemann on that one. So tonight she's gotten her 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, and 25th goals of the season. It's 6-0 Hilltoppers. Here's John.
Number 7, Mila
Thorson scoring.
Assisted by number 19, Ilsa Lindemann. And number 21, Sarah Stauber. As Thorson from Lindemann and Stauber. The time of goal, 16:42.
Thorson scoring from Lindemann and Stauber with just seconds, with 18 seconds, I believe, left in the period. And we have a 6-0 lead for the Hilltoppers after 2 periods of play. Lindemann has 6 points tonight, 4 goals and 2 assists. Thorson scored at 4:07. Lindemann then scored her 3rd goal of the game, her 23rd of the season. Lindemann has scored her 4th goal of the season at 12:55 and at 16:42. Seconds ago, Thorson scored her 2nd goal of the game. She now has 13 on the season for the Duluth Marshall Hilltoppers. With the score, Hilltoppers 6, Wolverines 0. We're going to hit the concession stand and maybe a little treadmill in the fitness room. We'll be back for the 3rd period. We are set for the 3rd period of play. And we've got the Wolverines and the Hilltoppers here in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. It's the Troutwine line with Bergman and Scott, and Koskela is on defense with Johnson to start this 3rd period. Troutwine takes the puck down the left wing, pass towards Scott. That didn't connect, but she picks it up. It came off the T-Mobile sign. See Todd Krybeck about your phone needs. Down in the corner, Stauber. And Johnson now for the Hilltoppers, sending it up the far side. Here come the Hilltoppers with a 2-on-1 into the circle. Here's a centering pass in the blue paint, a shot, and it's cleared away somehow by the Wolverines. And back out to neutral ice. Scott and Troutwine are there, but that's broken up by the Hilltoppers, and Thorson with 2 goals tonight skates into the circle to the left of Nola Kwiatkowski. She has faced 37 shots. Here comes Troutwine on a breakaway, picks up the puck of the circle, stick handling a shot, and Ray Anderson makes the save. Back out onto the ice is the Hutar line with Hussman and Huseman. Sylvia Schock on the blue line with Babaraki, and the face-off to the left of Ray Anderson, the Hilltopper goalie. She's 8-3-1, 1.71 goals against, 93.5 save percentage coming into the game. All that increasing now. Here comes Mark across the red line and the blue line. Leaves it for Thorson. Thorson with a shot. That goes wide off the end boards. Stopped by Leon. Leon down into the corner. Thorson picks it up behind the goal. Centering pass blocked by the Wolverines, and here comes a Rockridge meets it's Hussman across the Iron Trail Motors logo. She bangs the puck off the T-Mobile sign on the far side. It's picked up off the mini golf sign by Thorson. Pass up to center ice. Here comes Mark across the blue line. Mark is broken up by Seppi. Seppi controls it on the half wall for a second. It bounces up high into the circle. Mark gets a stick on it. Now Stauber is going to grab it. Stauber, top of the circle. Shot. Save made. Rebound comes out. Cleared away by Ayla Troutwine. Troutwine chases it down into the corner near the Parsons Electric sign on the boards. Back behind the goal. Centering pass. Oh, it hits the stick of Kwiatkowski, and she puts the glove down and covers up with 14, 15, and running on the clock in the 3rd period. 6-0 Hilltoppers lead. Lindemann with 4 goals. Thorson with 2. Rockridge 7-8 coming into this game. They play Saturday afternoon at 5 against Chisago Lakes right here, same spot. And here's Betcher. That puck, close range, bounces up high, ends up on the far side. The Hilltoppers end up controlling on the half wall and sending it down into the zone, deep into the zone. Betcher has it there, number 24, skates back into the corner. met by a couple of Wolverines. Sends it up to the blue line, where it's taken here by Stauber. Stauber, the freshman, shot, blocked. Bergman had it for a second. And she gets it right back. Bergman off the half wall, loses it to one of the Hilltoppers, skating in between the circles, pushed away by Kwiatkowski, and Stauber stops it. She takes a shot, that goes wide. Going to be picked up by Makela, who sends it back down towards the corner. The Wolverines now will try to escape the zone. They do with Mamie Scott, the 8th grader. She's met at the red line by Stauber, but sends it into the Hilltopper end. Makela's going to go back to track it down, but Troutwine beats her to it. Troutwine tried a centering pass, nobody there but Hilltoppers, and Mark backhands it to Thorson. Thorson down the left wing. Thorson to Cummins. Cummins can't quite reach it, picks it up though off the corner boards, sends it up to the before the goaltender, in front of the goaltender, and here come the Wolverines. Back down ice, shot steered clear by Ray Anderson. Off the end boards, the Hilltoppers come back away. Mark with a pass all the way up to the red line to Thorson. Wolverine falls down, picked up behind the goal. And the Rock Ridge Wolverines will try to get out of their own zone again. They do. Sydney Speltz, she's turned away by Leon. Leon sends it across ice to Thorson. 6-0 Hilltoppers lead, 12-11 to go in the third period in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center. Line change as Troutwine skates back out. Johnson with a shot from between the circles. That's turned away. Speltz will grab it off the half wall. She gets it past a Hilltopper. Speltz picks it up. She skates down the right wing. Speltz to the top of the circle. Tries to get it to Troutwine. That's broken up by the Hilltoppers, and they come back the other way. Skating down ice for the Hilltoppers is Erickson, seeing some action now. There's Nola Kwiatkowski covering up, making the save. Faceoff coming up to her right in the Iron Trail Motors Toyota Arena. Class A rankings have Warroad number 1 in the state. Proctor Hermantown, a Section 7A rival of these two teams, is ranked 2nd in the state in Class A. Ilsa Lindemann centering pass, shot by Betcher, save made by Kwiatkowski, and here come the Wolverines, right to left as you see it on Access 12 TV. That's broken up by two Hilltoppers, but Bergman gets it back between the circles, and the Hilltoppers break that up. Here come the Hilltoppers back down ice. It's Lindemann. Lindemann gets past Otto. Lindemann skating in. Tried to get past Koskela, she does. Lindemann grabs it on the half wall, sends it back down into the corner, centering past Thorson. Then she can't control it. The puck goes all the way down into the Hilltopper end. Stopped there by Ray Anderson with 10:41 to go in this third period. 6-0 Duluth Marshall leads. Bergman nearly stole the puck away. Cross ice pass, Cummins has it. She backhands it but loses it to Mamie Scott. Picked up there by Swan. Swan has it taken away, and here comes Mark. Mark into the circle. Mark with a shot. Save made, and it goes through. It's a goal. It hit the stick of Nola Kwiatkowski, but it slid through, and Mark with the goal for the Hilltoppers, making it 7-0 Duluth Marshall. Guess I was a bit too quick to say save made, but it was for about a third of a second. And we'll get John Kempinen with the official announcement here on the 7th goal of the night. 7-0 Hilltoppers lead. Here's John.
Number 14, Danica Mark. Offset by number 9, Haley Cummings. And number 21, Sarah Stauber. That's Mark from Cummings and Stauber. The time of goal, 6:40.
7-0 Hilltoppers. There's Thorson. She's turned away by Hussman. Thorson gets it, though, back behind the goal. Skates towards the corner. Up to the point. Flipped up into the air and caught by Nola Kwiatkowski. Both teams will make a change now. The clock running with 9:02 to go in the game. It's Troutwine, Bergman, Scott. It's that line with Koskela and Johnson on defense. Koskela is there. She skates into the circle. Koskela stick handling over the Coca-Cola, over the Iron Trail logo. Koskela across the blue line. Koskela down into the corner. Koskela Wanted to spin around and find a player. She finds Mamie Scott. Scott keeps it down low deep. Hilltoppers, they'll grab the puck and we're going to send it all the way down ice. Whistle's going to blow. There it is. And the faceoff's going to come up in the Duluth Marshall end. In Section 7A, Proctor Hermantown, the number 2 ranked team in the state in section or in Class A. It's Proctor Hermantown leading Section 7A. Then Moose Lake, these Hilltoppers, these Wolverines, then Hibbing Chisholm, Cloquet-Asco Carleton, and North Shore. Those are your Section 7A teams. Just out of the reach of Taryn Swan, but Seppi goes back and picks it up for Rock Ridge. And off her skate, she bangs it off the far boards. Bergman. It's the Troutwine with Bergman and Scott line. Bergman skates behind the goal, centering pass. There's Scott, there's Troutwine. And in the blue paint, there's a loose puck, and that goes just wide. Ray Anderson has made 11 saves. There's a backhand, and it just goes wide. That was Scott. Off the half wall, the puck kept in by the Wolverines. Now it slides over the Iron Trail Motors logo at the Toyota Arena. And off the far wall, the Hilltoppers then pick up control of it again. Thorson was reaching for the puck, couldn't quite grab it. Ellie Otto has it for the Wolverines in her corner to the left of her own goaltender, Nola Kwiatkowski. Puck stolen away by Mark. Pass between the circles, broken up by the Wolverines. Puck slides back out to neutral ice, and Makela over to Stauber. Stauber up to Mark. Mark just scored. Top of the circle. Mark high off the glass behind Kwiatkowski. Hilltoppers keep it in. 7-0 Duluth Marshall leads. Stauber puts her stick on the ice, waiting for the pass. She gets it. Stauber kind of fanned on it there. It slowly slides towards the goaltender, but Mamie Scott picks it up. She's across the blue line and the red line. She's across the blue line with Troutwine behind her. And there's Bergman with a shot and a save made. Goes to Scott in the corner. Scott sends it up to Troutwine. Troutwine spins around, takes a shot and a glove save by Ray Anderson. Skelton's back out with Speltz and Otto, Coliato. Schock and Babaraki on D. There's Schock, there's Babaraki. And there's a Hilltopper sending it back into the Wolverine end. Schock's going to win the race to that. Backhands it off the far board. Sydney Speltz. Sydney Speltz, cross ice pass. To Coliato, back to Speltz. Off her stick. And she's right there at the Iron Trail Motors logo. Chasing it down now behind the goal. Coliato is there in the Hilltopper end. 7-0 Duluth Marshall leads. 5:23 to go in the game. Betcher skating down the right wing for the Hilltoppers. Off into the corner and behind the goal. Ilsa Lindemann with 4 goals tonight. 24 on the season for the Hilltoppers. There's a bouncing puck and swatting at it. And a save made, another save made. And a whistle blows. That was Betcher going for it there. She hasn't scored tonight, but she's been in the middle of a lot of the scrums right in front of the goal. Troutwine, Bergman, and Scott. Johnson and Koskela. Defense for the Wolverines. That's Thorson. She has 2 goals. She bangs it off the far boards. Hilltoppers keep it in. Steered clear by Kwiatkowski. Stymied back there behind the goal. Johnson picks it up. Johnson sends it out. Stopped at the blue line by Stauber, but out to neutral ice. Stauber regains control over to Thorson. Thorson on the half wall with Mamie Scott. Puck slides down into the Hilltopper end. Bergman on the attack as Makela sends it off the end boards to the far side. Here come the Hilltoppers. Could be a 3-on-1. Here come the Hilltoppers. Thorson going for her 3rd. She gets it. Thorson scoring for the Hilltoppers. She's got a hat trick. And the Hilltoppers lead 8-0 with 3:38 to go. in the third period in the Iron Trail Motors Toyota Arena Event Center. We'll hear John Kempinen with the official announcement on that one in about 5 seconds. Play continues. Here we are.
Number 7, Ina Thorsen. Assisted by number 14, Danica Mark. That's Thorsen for Mark.
Mark has a goal and an assist in this third period at 15:15 of the third period. Thorsen gets her hat trick, and it's 8-0 Hilltoppers with 2:50 to go in the game. Wolverines make a change as the Troutwine line was out, now back out on the ice. Defense is Swan and Seppi. Mamie Scott, Mark is there. Nola Kwiatkowski dives for it, clears it. There it was in front of an open net, but Seppi takes the puck across the logo at center ice. That's broken up by Makala. And offside. At the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, what else can you do here? You can have a fun afternoon of crafting at a board and brush creative workshop on January 22nd. They provide the board and brush. You bring your creativity. I think that's how they would word it, right? You bring the fun, happy smile, and the creativity. They'll provide the stuff, and I think it costs a certain amount, probably not that big a deal. It's probably a great afternoon of great crafting fun. Why not? Why not? Here come the Hilltoppers. They lead 8-0 with 1:26 to go in the third period. There is Leon. She can't control it. Puck at center ice, banged back towards the Wolverine end. Schock loses the puck at center ice to the Hilltoppers. That's broken up. Bergman has it. Thorsen takes it. Thorsen and Bergman in a battle. Approaching 1 minute to play in the game. 8-0 Hilltoppers lead. The centering pass, Kwiatkowski there to steer that one clear. Schock rolling in front, and here comes Troutwine. Troutwine skating into the zone, in the circle, and that's broken up by Leon. Avery Leon with the play on Troutwine with 42 seconds to play in the game. Leon bounces the puck to center ice. Schock sends it back into the Hilltopper end. Ray Anderson steers it clear. Sydney Speltz joins the attack for the Wolverines with 23 seconds left. Let's go here. It's a check in the Hilltopper end. Nothing called there as we've got play in the corner with just 10 seconds to go. The Hilltoppers will go to 10-4-1, while the Wolverines will fall to 7-9. The Wolverines play Chisago Lakes here in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center on Saturday afternoon at 5. There's the buzzer. Final score, 8-0. Total shots on goal in the game, 46 for the Hilltoppers, 12 for the Wolverines. Final score, 8-0. Hilltoppers win. Ilsa Lindemann with 4 goals. Nina Thorsen with 3 goals, a hat trick for Thorsen, 4 goals for Lindemann, and Danica Mark with the other goal for the Hilltoppers. Lindemann adding to her team high points total with 4 goals and 3 assists, I believe it was tonight, as the Hilltoppers show that they're a pretty good team. Congratulations to their coach, Callie Hoff, who has been selected to compete for Team USA in the 2023 FASU Winter World University Games in Lake Placid starting next week, January 11th through the 21st. Final score in the Iron Trail Motors Event Center, 8-0 Hilltoppers beat the Wolverines. Rock Ridge plays Chisago Lakes here Saturday afternoon at 5. Thanks for tuning in on Access 12 TV. We'll be back here for that game Saturday afternoon. If you'd like to join us, we'd appreciate it if you do. Hope you had fun tonight. We did. The Wolverines fall to 7-9 on the season. The Hilltoppers are now 10-4-1. These Section 7A rivals clash in Virginia, and the Hilltoppers come out on top 8-0. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you Saturday. Enjoy your night. Hug your kids and have yourself a happy evening. See you next time. Bye-bye.